Alright you guys, welcome back to another video. In this one we're talking about Wolverine with Marvel Rivals. This game is fantastic. I'm really enjoying it, and he's more or less the third character that I'm doing a deep dive into. And I have spent the last few days playing with him, trying to figure him out. And so I want to share a few things that I have found that might be helpful for you if you're considering using him as a character in the game. Now, the first thing that I want to mention right off the back is that he is not what I would call a very nimble, agile character. He's almost you could almost consider him a brute. He's labeled as a duelist, but this guy doesn't move very fast, right? And he doesn't have the ability to jump in and out of exchanges the way a lot of these other characters might be able to, like Black Panther and Spider-Man. And even some of the healers, they can kind of disappear and move around and reappear in another location. Okay, so while he's labeled a duelist, we should almost consider him a tank in the context of movement. Okay, he can't really get in and out of combat very easily. So with that being said, it's probably a really good idea to consider a playstyle a little bit more of a flank type. You want to sneak around corners and creep up on people from the backside and the side attacks. It's going to be very difficult to just run up to someone and engage, because they may have the ability to kind of start damaging you at distance. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to say about Wolverine, is be very, very thoughtful about your engagements with him, okay? Now, with that being said, and now that that's out of the way, let's just get a little bit into some of his abilities, okay? I did mention he's considered a duelist, and that's fantastic. There's more duelists than anything else. And if we go over here to abilities, you'll notice that his Savage Claw is his main attack with the right trigger. Now, if you're not engaging in combat, he looks just like that. Without the claws aren't red, and you don't have the glowing red fire animation around him, right? And in that context, it does not do a lot of damage. I'll show you that here in a second. But that's his main attack, okay, is the Savage Claw. The next attack that he has with the left bumper is the Feral Leap. Now this Feral Leap gives him rage, and he's actually able to slash at a higher rate and create more damage, actually, okay? And then it puts him in this rage state that allows you to deal more damage when you are damaging your opponent. You're mine. So the number one tip I want to give you right off the back is that get him into a rage state as fast as possible so he can deal more damage. Because if he's in a non-rage state and you're trying to go up against someone like Iron Fist or Peony Parker or Groot, in a non-rage state, you are not winning those encounters, okay? That's really, really important to understand. So using Wolverine, you have to be very strategic about it, okay? Now, the next ability is the Undying Animal. This briefly reduces incoming damage. So that just plays into a little bit of the healing factor as a power of his. You have the Vicious Rampage. Now this just closes the gap on your attacker. He kind of leaps forward in that sense. Now, the one thing I didn't mention about Feral Leap that I need to mention very quickly is that you need to be practically hugging the person you're trying to attack in order for this animation to take place. If you are not absolutely smothering them, you will likely jump over them and past them. So keep that in mind when you're trying to use the Feral Leap. And I'll talk about how I like to combo these attacks in a second. Once I'm just done explaining the attacks in general. So we talked Feral Leap, Undying Animal, Vicious Rampage. He also comes with a couple of passive abilities, okay? The Regenerative Healing Factor. He's got the strongest healing factor in the Marvel Universe. Matter of fact, he's one of the most popular characters in the Marvel Universe, so I can only anticipate that users and players are really trying to like figure this character out and see if he's usable or not. So the Regenerative Healing Factor is a passive one. It works. and it's useful, and that works really in conjunction with Undying Animal. Okay. Now, Berserker Rage is a passive one as well. I mentioned that in order for this Berserker Rage to build, as he takes damage or as he dishes it, you get this kind of bonus health and bonus damage to the opponent. Okay, so without question, the main way to engage is to make sure that your claws are hot. They're showing that red animation like they're on fire, and you want that glowing animation around the character as well. If you have those things in place and you see those things in your character, by all means, you must engage. It's very important because he's going to do the most damage that way, okay? Now, it doesn't take very long to get into this stage. That's the nice thing. You just need to strike someone like 2 to 3 times, and then you'll start seeing that animation take place. But it is a passive ability, okay? And this happens either by taking damage or giving damage. Now, the team up ability with the Incredible Hulk is the Fastball Special. I haven't got to use this a whole lot. I'm kind of hearing that it's not that great. I can only hope that maybe they buff this in the future, but it is something that you can do in terms of teaming up with the Hulk. That looks pretty cool. So, then you have the Last Stand, right? His ultimate ability, more or less. This one is very tricky too. It's very much like the Feral Leap in the context that someone needs to be close by and you have to target the enemy as well, okay? So be real careful with Last Stand and Feral Leap. You can miss your targets, okay? So those two abilities, they take a little bit of like getting used to. I think the difficulty should probably be 4 stars for those very 2 reasons all by themselves. But understanding that we have to be real strategic with our interactions, and understanding that he doesn't really start dealing a lot of damage until he's in a rage state. How do we use Wolverine? What's the best way to use him? I already mentioned flanking, right? That's one thing. But I'm going to take you to the practice range and I'm going to talk a little bit about combos, okay? Because this is this is really important if you're looking to use the most popular character in the Marvel Universe altogether, okay? The way that I like to use this character, and we're not going to use Luna Snow. Let's actually pick a different hero. Let's pick somebody like Groot, because Groot can take a lot of damage, or even the Hulk for that matter. Let's grab the Hulk. Okay. So, you see the Hulk, and you want to engage with him. You want to let your claws fly, and you want to get yourself a kill, right? The first thing you do as you are moving to him is pop the right bumper. Okay, that's gonna put him into that healing state. Now, as you saw it there, it doesn't last very long. It only lasts for a few seconds, and then it takes about 12 seconds to fully recharge so that you can use it again. So pop the right bumper right away. Use the left trigger to close the distance. Then right away, the left bumper to take him for a ride. And then hold down the right trigger. See? Even with the Hulk, like, you have to use the whole arsenal. And you have to hope that you're not getting hit at the same time and that he's not moving and stuff like that, right? So, if I'm being brutally honest, I think this character needs a little bit of a buff. Because that took quite a bit. So much so that the rage cooled down and he slowed down into like a normal combat animation where he's like kind of at his slowest, right? So let's do someone else a little more like that can't take as much damage, but let's talk about maybe Black Panther because he's quite a nimble, agile character. Same thing. Right bumper, left trigger, left bumper, hold down the right trigger. So you can actually finish him with that rage animation. And that's really nice to know, right? The Hulk, otherwise he can take a lot of damage. Let's use another character just to kind of prove the point. Let's use Venom. Venom is kind of like a brute tank. So, right bumper to reduce any incoming damage, okay? Right over. Left trigger, left bumper, right trigger. Oh, look it. I wasn't even up on this.
You had that coming.
So, somehow or another, when we crash landed, there was not enough. There was too much separation. So let me do this again, really quickly. Right bumper, left trigger, left bumper.
Do this.
Hold down the right trigger.
You're out of your
So see,
league, bub.
even with Venom, like, my God, like it takes a lot to really like finish him, right?
Look who just showed up.
So be careful with your tank interactions. Let's choose another duelist. Let's choose somebody like Iron Fist, okay? So this is the combination that you want to use. Right bumper, left trigger, left bumper, right... Oh, no. Right trigger. See, too much separation right there because of the environment.
League,
so
bub.
let me make sure that I take him into the wall this time. Let's let the attack animations cool down. Okay. Right bumper, left trigger, left bumper, right trigger. So you can completely finish Iron Fist with that particular combination. But so far we have two tanks where you can't, right? Also, you got to keep in mind, these folks, they're not going to be like standing still in the way this character is. Now, I want to point out one other thing. I mentioned that's the best combination, but I also want to just make mention of the fact that, listen, if you just do your right trigger attack and you can spam it or you can hold it down. It doesn't matter, but it's a 3 combo attack, and then there is a pause. So I want you to take note of two things. One, how slow the animation is, and the amount of damage that it's giving. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we just did about 40% damage. Now he's heating up. Let's keep going.
You're out of your league, bub.
That isn't gonna cut it, you guys. Like, Iron Fist, he's like a Street Fighter character. He's gonna be like, his punches, they go so fast, right? You will not win this interaction with the right trigger only. You have to absolutely get a left bumper attack in. And you have to be hugging him. Look what happens if I do this from back here.
You're mine.
I jumped right over him. See that? So you have to be smothering the defender right here like this. What happens if I'm just 1, 2 steps back? Oh, hold on. Okay. So you can do it with a little bit of space.
Fury.
But listen, the left bumper,
that coming.
like if you don't use that in your attempt to engage with someone, you're not going to win the interaction, okay? Look at, so 1, 2, 3.
You're mine.
Right over his head, okay? This time I'm going to put the cursor on the middle of his body. 1, 2, 3. Middle of the body.
Got eyes, I'm coming at you.
You still fly over him, okay? So the projection is up like this, okay? When you use this attack, it is not a straight attack. So it's really important when you attempt to use the left bumper for this attack, you are up on him, okay? Very important. And then from there, once you land, you hold the right trigger down.
You're mine. Endless fury.
Beautiful. So
You had that coming.
now, you have to take that into consideration if that's a flank, okay? If he sees you coming, he's going to probably try to get you first. So, right bumper to minimize incoming damage. Left trigger to close the gap. left
Look who
bumper
do this.
to take him for a ride and damage him, and then right trigger to actually finish him. This is the
I'd stay
only
down if I were you.
way, unless you're coming in to help someone who's already in a fight. If you're coming in to help someone, Iron Fist is fighting someone else, and you jump in to help out, then yes, you may be able to use the right trigger as a means of finishing him because he's already
That was
damaged by someone
embarrassing.
else. But in a 1v1 situation, you guys, this is the only combo. And that's why I think this character needs a buff a little bit, okay? Let's be honest. Like Wolverine's claws are they're adamantium. They're like indestructible claws, right? And when he gets pissed, they just create more damage. But this is the Wolverine we have now, and this is the way we want to try to use him. So
Look who just showed
now
up.
that I've spent 15 minutes talking about the character, the best way to use them, strategic engagements, let's go see if we can actually pull this off in a live gameplay situation. So let's get out of here and let's go see if we can find a couple of matches. And I've been able to do this in gameplay, in game. That's why I'm making mention of it. But let's see if we can do this like during this recording, as we're trying to explain this as a tutorial video.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Anyone stands in my way, they won't be standing much longer. Got a problem, bub? Talk to the claws.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
What the hell are you looking at, bub?
I can sense the struggle inside of you, my friend. The beast raging within.
Take my word, Goldie. You don't want to see that side of me. It ain't pretty.
We all have dark sides. Even I.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh crap, I was talking and I was muted. I apologize. But let's go ahead and try to get this
Point me towards the dunes. I owe them some extra
let's try to get this
scars.
combination pulled off in gameplay for you guys. So again, we're not going to go heads on because we don't have the ability to close the gap from a large distance. Right here. Oh, I missed! See? I told you, you got to be right up on him. Uh-oh. You can also use the left trigger to get yourself out of a little bit of trouble. So you're going to have to want to make sure that you're really close to escaping somewhere. All right, right bumper. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I got frozen. There we go. See, the thing separated us. All right, see, we got some help right there. I'm getting attacked. I need to get to healing.
Some extra
All right.
healing never hurt.
Ah, I missed him. See, you guys. So twice I was not close enough to the enemy to actually get that Pharaoh leap animation and get the damage that I needed to get the damage. And the nice thing about that Pharaoh animation is that you'll separate yourself and you'll drag him away from like maybe his teammates. So a little bit harder than I mentioned.
I am ready to put on a show.
All right, let's pop the healing factor, close the distance. Oh, But he's in a healing circle, so that's not gonna work. I gotta get out of there.
Watch me go!
Alright. He's damaged, so we gotta keep...
Thought I'd miss hearing
Good,
you
good.
yap.
See, he was already damaged, so I was able to
Didn't
finish
think
him
I'd
with a
let you get
basic
away,
combo.
did you?
They've almost got it!
Start
Let me call for some healing.
Need help patching myself up.
Alright, Adam Warlock killed me. Also, you can use the left trigger to jump over things you might not be able to with a regular jump, okay? So let's get the flank going. Right bumper, left trigger. Oh, I missed her! See? See? You can't run into a whole team. You cannot do it, you guys. You cannot do it. Alright? So,
Like a bad penny, I just keep
so
coming
even
back.
though I pulled a flank, I didn't have any help. And so I got triple and quadruple teamed. So again, the Feral Leap and the ultimate ability, those things are actually a little harder with him. And that's why I think he should be a 4 or 5 star character. Alright, pop the healing.
Miss hearing you yaps. Let's do this.
Oh, there it is. I pulled the whole combo off, you guys. That was the whole thing, and I did it with Groot. He was a little bit damaged, I think, so I was actually able to finish him off with the whole combination. Now I want to stay... Oh, I don't want to get hit by the Punisher.
Look who just showed up.
I'm going to pop off the healing thing real quick. God, I didn't get the shark. See? See? So it's not that easy, but once you can do it well, you guys, you're an absolute asset to the team. And we have 5 kills, so not terrible.
Gotta stand strong.
So this live gameplay thing is actually not a bad demonstration of what I've been talking about with this particular character, okay? So I just want you guys to be mindful of that. Look at all these guys are huddled up in that red circle. So we still want a flank. We still want the flank. Look at Iron Man's up there. He's trying to take me out. I can't get Iron Man, so that's not an interaction I should take. But yeah, not terrible, not terrible. In the context of how to use Wolverine in the most efficient manner and the most efficient
I make this look good
combat
in any
interactions, you
timeline.
guys, okay?
I'm ready to soar.
That's a yes.
Alright. So,
30
just to
seconds before you attack.
reiterate,
Get ready.
right bumper, left trigger, left bumper, hold the right trigger down. And typically, because you landed some damage already, he'll be in a rage state and he'll be dealing more damage out in that context. That's the best combination for Wolverine, you guys, hands down. If someone else is doing it better than this online, I want to know about it. Post it in the comments below.
1.
Our ultimate's ready to go, so we
Capture the mission area. Got it?
might launch that right out of the gate if we can.
Base. Good thing I packed some extra magazines.
Also, you can take damage during your ultimates, dude, so be real careful about that. Bad idea. I'm gonna flank around. Excuse me. I'm gonna get the whole flank. Oh, that thing moved! That thing moved and protected her! Alright, pop the healing thing.
Like the mission area is yours.
I'm done. I'm done. Oh. See? See? So, that's what I'm talking about in regards to strategy. But shit like that can happen.
I've
So
healed from 100 times worse.
be prepared. Like, you might think you're able to actually snatch someone with a feral leap, but there's too much space. Or even with the main attack, right? Or the ultimate, sorry. Oh, see, they saw me coming, so that was just really tough. He took me off the map. Damn you, shark boy. But yeah, no reason to get be a crazy upset
Like
gamer.
a bad penny.
This
I
is
just
mostly
keep
a
coming back.
tutorial video. Game, you know, tips and tricks. So, but we did pull it off once at least. So we're gonna try to do it by the end of this round, and then we'll probably wrap up the video.
Just
Let's
like
try it
Weapon
one more
X.
time. Let's go upstairs. Maybe we can jump down on someone. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I missed. See that attack puts too much space.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
I got her, but Punisher got me. So, that left trigger attack damages them, but then pushes you back.
The Wolverine don't go
And it
down
puts too
that
much
easy.
separation for the left bumper attack. So, it might be just better off to run up to somebody, or use the left trigger to actually just get close enough to them to launch up the Feral Leap.
Judge, jury.
Anyways, you guys, let's try it one more time. Let's try it one more time, and then we'll wrap it up. Jesus. I need to use the... for the healing? That was bad. That was just bad. That was bad on my part. Just wasn't a good attempt to engage. Iron Man's up there. There's a lot of
Put me
ranged
down,
attackers
but
out
I
there.
always
So
get back up.
that's the drawback to the Wolvie.
Out of sight.
So he might be the most popular character. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. He ran when he saw me. He ran when he saw me. He absolutely ran. Because I got him a couple times already.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Regain their full power first.
Tried to get Wolverine, I couldn't. I missed! Do you see that?
Maximum pulse!
Oh, that ultimate's nice. See? So again, strategies, everything, you guys. Be careful about getting caught up in between two or more enemies, because you're going to be in big trouble. As opposed to another duelist who might be able to leap out of there with an ability of some sort. So anyways, I think we pulled it off once, live in gameplay. You can also see the struggle with the ultimate ability, not the ultimate ability, but the Feral Leap, right? And then the Feral Leap, right? And the Vicious Rampage. You want to use the vicious Rampage to close the distance close enough that you can use the Feral Leap. But what we just found out there in the gameplay there is that if you make contact with the Vicious Rampage, it's going to put space. Let's watch this real quick. Boom. Well, this character didn't fall back, but in my gameplay, it knocked the character back a little bit. So when I attempted to use the Feral Leap, there was too much space. So I think the big takeaway is make sure you're absolutely smothering the snot out of the defender prior to using Feral Leap. If you're able to get that, if you're able to make that contact and take them for a ride, you're likely to finish them. Anyways, you guys, that's my tips and trick video. It's the way I've been using Wolverine, and I've been finding the most success with him, because you do need to get him into a Berserker Rage state to actually deal any kind of convincing damage, right? To win the interactions and win the fights. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's all we have for you. We're out of this one. Peace.